Assalamu alaikum dear viewers, how are you? I hope everyone will be fine. Welcome back to another exciting episode of a programming video. Today we are diving into the heart of C programming as we explore keywords and identifiers. Keywords are reserved words in the C language that have predefined meaning and they cannot be used as a variable name, right? And they are essential building block in our programming. So let's get started now. What are these? These are these are data types. It's also called keywords in a C language, right? So these are some keywords that I have written on the board, right? And share your favorite keywords in the comments below, right? So I'll tell about that things. So these are keywords in the C language that have a special purpose in our C program, and their purpose cannot be changed, right? So these are 32 keywords. So these are 32 keywords that are used in C language, right? And these are not used as a variable name, right? And these are all small letters. These are all written in small letters, right? So next we will talk about the identifiers. What are identifiers? Identifiers play very crucial important role in our programming to make it understandable and readable. So what is the means of that, right? So for example, I write here sum. So this is the identifier, right? So identifiers are that user defined name, right, to show its identification, right? For example, I have written sum, that's mean it's identifier of sum, right? So identifiers make our program understandable and readable, right? So it's mean that sum, any other can understand this is sum. Identifiers are variable names, user defined functions, structures, unions. So these are all identifiers, right? So if I write here num, so this is the variable, that's mean here will be stored number, right? So that's why we keep the name num, right? So if I write here, so this is the array declaration, right? So this is here we will write size of array, and this is the identifier of array, right? So if I write here employee, so these name, what are these names? So what are these name that identification and readable our program to easy to understand? These are called identifiers in our C programs, right? So all user given name are called identifiers, right? So some rules to some rule to construct to construct variable. In a previous video, I have discussed all about, right? So first letter always, if I write here average, so first letter always must be letter. Here we will not write any numbers, right? So this thing is also to declare to construct a variable, right? When we are going to construct a variable, this thing you should to take care, right? So we cannot write here numbers, we always start with the alphabet, right? And next thing is that we can write any small and large number of digits, a small number and a small number, and we can write. And next thing is that we can write any capital and small alphabets, right? There is nothing matter, right? But but identifiers also case sensitive. What is but identifier also case sensitive. If I write here num and num, so this is two different identifiers, because identifier also case sensitive. This will be two identifiers, right? So So this will be two identifiers, right? and and next thing is that we cannot use any special characters to construct a variable. We cannot use any special characters to construct a variable, but underscore is valid to construct a variable, right? For example, I write here num1. So this is the valid variable because I have written here underscore not space, right, and 1. So this is the valid variable to construct a valid variable, right? But if I write here underscore num, so it in in some computers it will give you error, right? And some compiler accept it for in starting underscore accept some compiler, and some compiler give it errors, right? But in the next right, so this will not give you error, right? So here in this way we can construct a variable. So these are all identifiers, right? So all union structures, array, user defined, all names are called identifiers, right? So, and next thing is that the length of these identifiers is that 31 characters. 31 characters we can write any identifiers, right? So this is the length of identifiers. So I hope you have got it all about the keywords and identifiers. Next I'll talk about you inner process of these keywords and identifiers. So till then, a lot of care of you. I'll see you in the next video.